10. Hebrews chapter 10. Woo! Let's get started. For the law having a shadow of good things to come. I'm in verse 1. For the law having a shadow of good things to come, and not the very image of the things, can never, with those sacrifices which they offered year by year, continually make the comers thereunto perfect. 2. For then would they not have ceased to be offered, because that the worshippers once purged should have had no more conscience of sins? 3. But in those sacrifices there is a remembrance again made of sins every year. 4. For it is not possible that the blood of bulls and goats should take away sins. 5. Wherefore, when he cometh into the world, he saith, Sacrifice and offering thou wouldest not, but a body hath yet prepared me. 6. And burnt offerings and sacrifices for sin thou hast had no pleasure. 7. Then said I, Lo, I come. In the volume of the book it is written of me to do thy will, O God. 8. Above when he said, Sacrifice and offering and burnt offerings and offering for sin, thou wouldest not, neither hadst pleasure than which are offered by the Lord. 9. Then said he, Lo, I come to do thy will, O God. He taketh away the first, that he may establish the second. 10. By the which will we are sanctified through the offering of the body of Jesus Christ once for 11. And every priest standeth daily ministering and offering oftentimes the same sacrifices, which can never take away sins. I'll read that last part again. Which can never take away sins. 12. But this man, Jesus, after he had offered one sacrifice for sins forever, sat down on the right hand of God. 13. From henceforth, expecting till his enemies be made his footstool. 14. For by one offering he hath perfected forever them that are sanctified. 15. Whereof the Holy Ghost also is a witness to us, for after that he had said before. 16. For this is the covenant that I will make with them after those days, saith the Lord. I will put my laws into their hearts, and in their minds will I write them. 17. And the sins and iniquities will I remember no more. 18. Now, where remission of these is, there is no more offering of sin. 19. Having therefore boldness to enter into the holiest by the blood of Jesus. 20. By a new and living way which he hath consecrated for us through the veil, to say his flesh. 21. And having a high priest over the house of God. 22. Let us draw nigh near with a true heart and full assurance of faith, having our hearts sprinkled from an evil conscience and our bodies washed with pure water. 23. Let us hold fast the profession of our faith without wavering, for he is faithful that promised. 24. And let us consider one another to provoke unto love and to good works. 25. Not forsaking the assembling of ourselves together, as the manner of some is, but exhorting one another, and as much the more as ye see the day approaching. 26. For if we sin willfully after that we have received the knowledge of the truth, that we made no more sacrifice for sins. That is talking about the future tribulation period. 27. But a certain fearful looking for a judgment of fiery indignation, which shall devour the adversaries. 28. He that despised Moses' law without mercy under 2 or 3 witnesses. 29. Of how much sure punishment suppose ye shall he be taught worthy who hath trodden underfoot the Son of God, and hath counted the blood of the covenant when he was sanctified unholy thing, was sanctified and hath done despite unto the Spirit of grace. Nowadays you have people saying outlandish things like, you don't have to know about the blood to get saved. Basically, come to Jesus the best way you know how, other than the blood. Whether they know it or not, they are a modern day Unitarians. Unitarians don't believe in the blood atonement of Jesus Christ. Alright, verse 30. For we know him that hath said, vengeance belongeth unto me, I will recompense, saith the Lord. And again, the Lord shall judge his people. 31. It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living God. Oh yeah, it is. I'm fearful to get up there and see the things that will turn into smoke. Because the things that turn into smoke will be done. That will be done to please me. I don't want to be pleasing to him. All I care about is what God thinks of me, not what some man thinks of me. 32. But call to remembrance the former days in which, after ye were eliminated, ye endured a great fight of afflictions. 33. Particularly with ye were made a gazing stock both by reproaches and afflictions, and partly with it, Lois, ye became companions of them that were so used. 34. For ye have compassion of me in my bonds, and took joyfully the spoilings of your goods, knowing in yourselves that ye have in heaven a better and an enduring substance. 35. Cast not away therefore your confidence, which hath great recompense of reward. 36. But he hath need of patience that after ye... No.
Alright.
Not yet.
You should get in here and eat a couple sandwiches before we go, man.
36. But ye have need of patience that after ye have done the will of God, ye might receive the promise. 37. But yet a little while, and he that shall come will come and not to tarry. 38. Now that the just shall live by faith, but if any man draw back, my soul shall have no pleasure in him. 39. But we were not of them who draw back unto perdition, but of them that believe to the saving of the soul. All right. One. See you next time for chapter 11, 12, and 13 of the book of Hebrews. One. See you next time, and see you right back here for chapter 11. Or somewhere else for chapter 11, 12, and 13 of the book of Hebrews. Have a great day. What's left of it. God bless, and see you next time. One. Bye-bye.